Good morning, day 34 of our Sobo walk. We're in the pine forest. We're just getting ready to set off. It's pretty early, it's about 5:30. So it won't be too much vision for a little bit once we walk out of these pine forests, but hopefully we get a good sunrise because it looks like there's a clear sky through the canopy. All right, we're heading God knows where today. I want to try and do about 35-ish, 40 maybe K a day.
There's a lot of vert.
There's a lot of vert today, so that's why we rode so early. All right, this is boring, so I'll spin the camera around and look at something better.
Early mornings with Kevin on the trail. He's a little bit grumpy in the mornings because he doesn't have coffee. But don't tell anyone.
So we're up on Warren Tower walk now. It's just after 6. There's, I don't know if you can see in the murk over there, it's Warren Fire Tower. There's Simone walking down there. There's just a little bit of light coming up now in the east. Give another half an hour, it'll be a nice glow, I reckon. It's been basically climbing since we left camp this morning. It's been on fire road, so it's been pretty easy. We will drop onto a walking track soon through this. I think it's the Warren Conservation Area or something. Better get walking, catch up with Simone. Fucking slippery. Here comes the sun. Just going to follow Simone's solar eclipse down there. Not sure what those lights are down in the valley. Be somewhere north of Adelaide, I guess. Maybe Elizabeth or something. Gawler. This has been a very enjoyable walk so far this morning. We've topped out. We've been going just under an hour. There's definitely a bit of light around, but still head torch time, obviously. But we're kind of topped out at that tower now. We're just gently descending through bush. The birds are awake and chirping at us every now and then. We were away early this morning, but it wasn't crazy early like that. Start over in Denmark on the bib where I was trying to get the inlet. I think I left Nullacode about 4 that morning. Good news is we're both feeling pretty good after 800 plus kilometres. This has been the first long walk I've done for a while where I haven't picked up any real niggles. And Simone, after her surgery, is doing amazingly well. You can see her getting stronger by the day. And she waves her poles at us. Well, it's not Leven Canyon, but there's definitely a drop. Leven Canyon might be featuring soon on one of my videos if all goes to plan. That will be a absolutely brutal walk. Having done it before, but never done it in winter. So yeah, there's a bit of a teaser on what's to come for me. Your head torch is off soon, I think. On video at the moment, so someone the other day called Simone Rob the dentist because we never see her face on YouTube or any socials for that matter. I actually think she might be Dickie Nee. Very cheeky. Any water? Oh, there's a bit of water. I wonder if this is the one that flows out near the bottom down there.
Yeah.
So the sunrise didn't really fire up as much as I thought it might have. It's still been pretty good walking though. There's a bit of colour in the sky. If you live in Adelaide, this is a little walk. I'm not sure if it's the Warren Conservation Park, but it's definitely one to come and check out. I guess most Adelaideans are probably onto it though. So I reckon if we're up in that Warren Tower now, we would have been fogged in. There's definitely some fog rolling our way. It was a clear night. But yeah, it's coming towards us. This side of the ridge is looking a little bit clearer. And we're into the farmland for a while now. So we're heading for Scott Shelter. Scott Shelter's up in forestry land again, so I think we got, from memory, some farmland walking on like rural roads, and then up into the forestry on management tracks again. This is definitely the best time of the morning to walk, or best time of the day to walk, if you ask me. So we just had breakfast. We're about, I don't know, 10 k's into the day, I guess. Maybe 8, I can't remember. That mist has caught up to us though. We're heading up to Scott's Shelter now, which I presume is named after Scott of the Antarctic. So maybe the mist is appropriate. I could be totally wrong on that name though. It might be a local pastoralist or something for all I know. Well, we're heading towards Scott's now. We're in forestry land. That's a bit bleak. I think they logged this just after, or just before I came through last time, a couple of years ago. It's warts and all on my channel, isn't it? There's the shelter. Yeah, there's the shelter down there. Thankfully it's in the edge of some old growth, or some eucalyptus trees. Because this pine forest, oh, they've replanted. I can see the little baby pines, because last time I was here it had just been cleared, like I said. Not the most scenic camp on the Heysen Trail, but it'll do.
Like Blackwood.
Yeah, a bit like Blackwood on the bib. Although that, people love Blackwood.
People love Blackwood.
Yeah. All right, this is Scott Shelter. There's a dunny there. I think this one's got sliding doors. No, the doors are open. It's not bad. Someone's left a bag of dry kindling there. I slept in here last time. Some people whinge about it online, I've seen, but on Far Out, but I reckon it's okay for what it is. But yeah, it's even got a little food box. And these doors, they slide open and closed. It's not in the most scenic of locations, but yeah, what do you do? All right, we're gonna make them off. We're getting going again. We're on our way again. We're just dropping down through the pines. Yeah, fog rolled in maybe an hour after sunrise this morning. I'm hoping it's going to lift at some stage. Alright, next stop for us will be Cudlee Creek, I guess. It's about 18 k's away. If I had to guess, I'd say Scott's Shelter. It's just over on that ridge line there. But we just dropped through this valley to get here. We just got the heart rate up. Hopefully this fog lifts. It looks alright down there. That's kind of towards the Adelaide northern suburbs, I guess. Things are feeling a little peri-urban now. We're heading towards Cudlee Creek. We've still got about 15 k's to go. The farms are a lot smaller now. The roads are getting a lot busier. So we're into the third big climb of the day. Once we get over this one, it's pretty well, it trends downhill all the way to Cudlee Creek then. It's a little bit more substantial than the last one. It's a bit over 200 metres of vert in one go, so we're working a bit. It's about 11 o'clock, we're going okay. Well, we're getting closer to the top now. We've hit this farm track, which is making it a bit easier because we were just walking up the side of that. That was pretty steep. I can see a marker. Looks like we're heading bush again though. Okay. Oh well. Can't be much further to go. I could check far out, but why ruin the surprise? Cows are keeping a close eye on us. We're just going over that hill on not the one with the tower, but I think the one kind of in the middle of the camera now, slightly lower one. And then it's a fairly good run down to Cudlee Creek. This is fairly brutal. You know it's bad when you start considering hanging onto the barbed wire fence to pull you up. Which makes you wonder why I'm holding the phone in one hand and not using trekking poles. I think it's time to put the phone away. Oh. Okay, that's the top for a while. Now we've got a fairly long descent. It's a bit gradualer than that climb too. Can't speak at the moment. Here comes Simone. She'll be happy to see the top one, just like me. I think we're heading down over here somewhere. Okay, I think we got some paddock walking. And maybe some roads, and then a pine forest. Bit of everything down here, I think. Simone's got a little bo peep thing going. Last time I came through this paddock on the no boat a couple of years ago, there was barely a blade of grass on it. Farmer was hand feeding his sheep. And now it looks amazing. Well, we're in the pine forest again. Farmer's got a bit of adjustment in here. There's some very happy looking sheep. Wondering what the strange two-legged people, two-legged sheep are doing walking through. Just rolling into Cudlee Creek, past the old cemetery. 1915. That headstone. I think this might be Gorge Road or something, maybe, I'm not too sure. On my left here. Okay, just dropping down to Cudlee Creek. Well, it'll be 2:30 when I get there. The cafe, according to far out, is open till 3. So we'll see how we go. I've just ducked ahead of Simone a little bit so I can order her a coffee. Let's see. It'd be a bit heartbreaking if we walk 30-something k's by 2:30 and they're closed, but anyway, that's the way it goes, I suppose. Success. I can see Simone. She's about 100 metres away. I've got a coffee for her. I've had a bite of her roast veggie pie. I've got a quiche and a little sausage roll. Closes in half an hour. For walkers coming through, it closes at 3 on a weekday and 4 on a weekend, apparently. And I don't think it's open on Mondays. So this is the Cudlee Creek Cafe. Simone's arrived. We've got round 2. She's delirious with pleasure. We've even bought some quiches to eat up at Grandad's camp tonight. So we've enjoyed afternoon smoker at the Cudlee Creek Cafe, as you saw probably. I think I got some video of it. We're heading up to Grandpa's camp now. We've got some takeaway quiche, which we'll probably scoff down when we get up there. And then we're gonna top up our water and keep walking. Probably another 10 k's, I guess. So after that, we'll see how we go. It's not particularly late, to believe it or not. It's about probably 3:30 now, 3:45. But we will be doing a bit of night walking tonight. We've done, I think Simone said 1,100 metres of vert so far. It's been a lot of climbing today. Mind you, we're about 33 k's into it, I think. I'm climbing up towards Grandpa's camp, past these dams. Very bucolic little valley, this one. We're a fair way up it now. Down the bottom, there's some very flash houses. Okay, my Grandad's. We're going to have tea here. Fill up the water bottles and keep walking into the night today. There's a porta potty here, but every time I've been here, it's been choco-blocko. Little hut, like a cubby house hut, but it does have a tank, and there are some spots around there to camp. I think I camped up there last time, a little bit slopey, but it's okay. So we're climbing away from Granddad's camp, and heading out on a bit of a night hike tonight. We'll see where we get to. It's not going to be super cold tonight, they're saying 7 degrees, so we'll see. It feels cold. Although the climb up, our Grandad's has warmed us up a bit. This is all mountain bike, Cudlee Creek mountain bike area through here, and pine, kind of forestry land. There's tracks going off at every tangent. think that might be Mount Lofty out there. We were hoping to be by early tomorrow afternoon. Looks at about the right distance. That's the lights of Adelaide down there. I'd say it's a northern suburb somewhere. We bought some takeaway quiche from the shop. Simone's enjoying dinner. We're up at the Cudlee Creek mountain bike sign, maybe known as Cudlee Creek. Geez, they pour some money into the old mountain bike tracks and that, don't they? Must be more money in that than bushwalking, I reckon. We're about to drop into Montacute Conservation Park soon, so we'll probably end up stopping the next half hour. It's only not even 6:30 yet. It looks like about midnight. There's actually, it's not really coming up now. The sun's almost gone, but you can see the sun going down before in the west. Okay, so yeah, that's a wrap on day 34. Yeah, 34. Of our Sobo walk on the Heysen. We did 42.7 Ks, which is decent, real decent, and climbed a lot. I think I've forgotten 1570 or 1670 or something meters. Check the slide. It's I've got a screenshot of a photo of Simone's watch. Tomorrow the plan is, while we pushed a bit harder today, is we're going to meet some people at Mount Lofty at 2 o'clock. So we'll be up early. We've got 34 Ks between us and Mount Lofty, with about another 13 or 1400 metres of vert. So we'll be off probably about 5, I reckon, walking, and yeah, we should be there. And I'll explain a little bit the next few days why we're pushing a little bit hard at the moment, in case anyone's wondering. All right, take it easy. See you in the morning for day 35.